Here's a quick little video on how to simplify an expression that has radicals in it. And you might have arrived at this with a quadratic formula, and this is a good answer, but it could be simplified. It's like if you have a question and you come up with your answer as 2/4, you need to write that as 1/2. This is the proper answer. This one's not simplified. So to do that, probably the place to focus on is this square root. Square root of a negative number, of course, is a complex or imaginary number, and but we can simplify that. So the way to do it is to take this root of negative 40 and write it into product of factors. So you could write it as this square root of negative 1 times the square root of 4 times the square root of 10. And all that is over 2. So then you'd be left with 4 plus or minus. Square root of negative 1 is an I. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 10 can't do. We'll just leave that as root of 10. All over 2. Probably I would rewrite that as 4 plus or minus 2 root 10 I, making sure your I is not under the square root sign, all over 2. And now to simplify, we have simplified the radical, the square root of negative 40, but also I see that this denominator can divide into both terms in the top. Notice I'm not going to divide it into the root because it's within a radical, but 2 will go into 2 and 2 will go into 4. So I divide 2 into 4 to get 2 plus or minus 2 into 2 goes once, so I could write a 1 or just write root 10 I. And there's nothing left on the bottom because I've divided 2 into all of those. Okay, another way I guess I could have rewritten that is I could have factored a 2 out of that. So I could have factored a 2 out of the 4 and the 2 root 10. So it would be 2 times 2 plus or minus root 10I all over 2. And here you see that's a factor of 1. So all you're left with is that piece there. Okay. Hopefully that helps in simplifying radical expressions like that.